I'm inspired by the people I meet in my travels, hearing their stories, seeing the hardships they overcome, their fundamental optimism and decency. I'm inspired by the love people have for their children, and I'm inspired by my own children, how full they make my heart. They make me want to work to make the world a little bit better, and they make me want to be a better man. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. I believe in evolution, scientific inquiry, and global warming. I believe in free speech, whether politically correct or politically incorrect, and I'm suspicious of using government to impose anybody's religious beliefs, including my own, on non-believers. What I've realized is that life doesn't count for much unless you're willing to do your small part to leave our children, all of our children, a better world. Any fool can have a child. That doesn't make you a father. It's the courage to raise a child that makes you a father. It's the courage to raise a child that makes you a father. It's important to make sure that we're talking with each other in a way that heals, not in a way that wounds. Even when folks are hitting you over the head, you can't stop marching. Even when they're turning the hose on you, you can't stop. No. You can't deny women their basic rights and pretend it's about your religious freedom. If you don't like birth control, don't use it. Religious freedom doesn't mean you can force others to live by your own beliefs. Making your mark on the world is hard. If it were easy, everybody would do it. But it's not. It takes patience, it takes commitment, and it comes with plenty of failure along the way. The real test is not whether you avoid this failure, because you won't. It's whether you let it harden or shame you into inaction, or whether you learn from it, whether you choose to persevere. The worst thing that colonialism did was to cloud our view of our past. Our stories may be singular, but our destination is shared. Enthusiasm makes up for a host of deficiencies. You can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you. I suspect that God's plan, whatever it is, works on a scale too large to admit our mortal tribulations, that in a single lifetime, accidents and happenstance determine more than we care to admit, and that the best we can do is to try to align ourselves with what we feel is right and construct some meaning out of our confusion, and with grace and nerve play at each moment. The hand that we're dealt, where you are right now, doesn't have to determine where you'll end up. Fixing a broken immigration system, protecting our kids from gun violence, equal pay for equal work, paid leave, raising the minimum wage. All these things still matter to hard-working families. They are still the right thing to do, and I will not let up until they get done.